Have you ever heard of a book that was once considered sacred but then mysteriously vanished from the Bible? A book that speaks of fallen angels, giants walking the earth, and secrets of the heavens. This is the story of the Book of Enoch, a text so controversial that it was banned, hidden, and forgotten for centuries. But why was it erased? And what truths does it really contain? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see history, religion, and even humanity itself. The Book of Enoch is an ancient Jewish religious text, written more than 2,000 years ago. It is attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, the same Noah from the famous flood story. In the Bible, Enoch is described briefly as a man who walked with God and was taken up to heaven. But the Bible never explains what that meant. The Book of Enoch, however, expands his story dramatically. It describes Enoch's visions of heaven, his encounters with angels, and his warnings to humanity. For a time, many early Christians actually read and respected the Book of Enoch. Some church fathers even quoted it. The letter of Jude in the New Testament directly references Enoch. So, what happened? Why did it disappear? Inside the Book of Enoch, there are stories unlike anything in the modern Bible. It tells of the Watchers, angels who descended to earth, fell in love with human women, and gave birth to giants known as the Nephilim. These giants were said to have brought violence and chaos, corrupting the earth until the Great Flood came. It also describes secret knowledge, astronomy, weapons, magic given to humans by these fallen angels. For early church leaders, these writings were dangerous. They blurred the line between divine truth and myth. They raised uncomfortable questions. If angels could fall, what did that say about heaven? If giants once walked the earth, where was the proof? By the 4th century, powerful councils of the church decided the Book of Enoch must not be included in the official Bible. It was labeled heretical, dangerous, and banned. For centuries, it vanished in the West. Many believed it was lost forever. But history has a way of keeping secrets alive. In the mountains of Ethiopia, the Book of Enoch never truly disappeared. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church kept copies in their scriptures, treating it as sacred for more than 1,000 years. Then, in the 18th century, a Scottish traveler named James Bruce rediscovered the text and brought copies back to Europe. Scholars were stunned. Here was the long-lost book quoted by ancient Christians, finally back in human hands. Later, in 1947, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered in Qumran, Israel. Among the scrolls were fragments of the Book of Enoch in its original Hebrew and Aramaic. This proved it wasn't just legend. It was real, ancient, and widely read. So, what do we make of it today? Some see it as a window into ancient imagination, myths that tried to explain the mysteries of life. Others believe it hides a truth too powerful for the church to accept. The Book of Enoch gave us one of the earliest pictures of a cosmic struggle between good and evil. It shaped later ideas of angels, demons, heaven, and hell. Even though it's not in the Bible, it left fingerprints all over modern religion, literature, and even popular culture. And yet, questions remain. Were the Watchers just symbolic? Or did something really happen in humanity's distant past? Why did the early church feel so threatened? And most importantly, if this book was banned, what else might still be hidden? The Book of Enoch is more than just a forgotten scripture. It's a reminder that history is never complete. It's edited, rewritten, and sometimes erased. As you listen to this story, remember, knowledge has power. And sometimes